Hi, this is Julie Powers. I'm going over our first Web 2.0 website for literacy. First one I picked was funenglishgames.com, which is for English resources. It talks about have fun learning English. And yes, the website is really meant for ESL classes, but as all of our elementary school kids students are learning English, everything just applies just as well. So at the top here, you have a section, Home, Games, Activities, Worksheets, Quizzes, Videos, Fun Stuff, and Topics. Okay? And they're all down here too in some fun sections. Okay? So let's go to Games first. Okay? So Fun Games. Okay? And they have reading games, grammar games, writing games, word games, and spelling games. I'm just going to show you a writing game. So basically try this. Write a letter to Mrs. Smith, the manager of the radio-controlled racing car factory, complaining about a car you have bought. Choose the right parts of the letter and put them right in the right places on the page. So first of all, type your name into the box. So click Done. So this is your address. It's wanting you to put it in the right place. So let's put it in the wrong place. That's not right. So let's put it in the right place. So it tells you that you're right. You should always put your address on the top right-hand corner of the letter. So it's talking about how to write a letter, excuse me, what belongs there, and things like that. So then it wants the date. Again, clicking Done. That's great. The date goes in the top right-hand corner of the page. And then we know this is going to Mrs. Smith. She's not a great friend since about a bad remote control. So let's just pick Sir or Madam, even though we know who it is. So then you put it here, and that tells you that it's wrong. Okay. And so we know it's Dear Mrs. Smith. Salutation goes there, and then it tells you that it's right. I like that it gives immediate feedback to what's right, what's wrong. It doesn't let the kid get through with the letter all the way. It makes them stop and you do it right. Okay. And then it talks about the first paragraph. And you go through each one. You know, this one is an angry one. It's probably one I might write. Why do you sell such rubbish cars? I want my money back. So if you put it that, and then it tells you why. You should always be polite and to the point. So I like that. So just different ways that it helps your kid learn how to write a letter. Okay. And then it goes through. You can print it out at the end. Work. Let's see. Done. Middle section. Alright, here. And then it talks about the closing as well. Let's see what it says for that sign off. Okay. So then that is how to write a letter. So that's just one of the games that you can play. I've done some of the spelling games. And you know, there's a lot of interesting things there. Again, I like the fact that most of it tells you when something's wrong right away. It gives you that feedback and tells why it may be wrong. For things like that. So a lot of great things here for all ages. You know, you can really use this K through 5. You know, for older kids, for ESL, all kids like games. Even adults like games if they're learning something. So let's go to activities. Okay. So who wants to be a millionaire? Give your students the chance to become virtual millionaires with this fun classroom activity. So line up accordingly, get your students out of their seats and into action with this great language guide. So it's got activities that are not necessarily on a website, but that you could do. So, you know, some alternative things, because, you know, doing it online all the time, you know, it gives you options. Also worksheets to read. So one of the other things you can do is you can also do worksheets. Again, I know not Web 2.0, but it's just another feature of the website. You don't have to do it. One of the other things is quizzes. So verb quiz, synonym, and quiz. So let's just take a look at the synonym quiz. Okay. So basically it tells it is not online. Okay, so only really the games are online. Now it does have a cool little video. Again, if you're working with some ESL students, this would be some great things. It has different how to do stuff. Funny stuff, funny, can anyone speak English? Colors of the rainbow for kids. There's one on food, so let's just take a look at the food one. That was kind of interesting. Oh, sorry about that.
Welcome to EF Pod English.
So,
to bake. Do you like to bake? We bake bread,
so just something to kind of take a look at. And then they've got the fun stuff section. Tongue twisters, get your tongue and twist. And just stuff you can say online. Not really interactive, more web 1.0, excuse me. But just, other stuff there. And then they've also got a topic section, improve your vocabulary with our range of interactive. They've got a word search game. I love word searches. Hangman. So really, for our intents and purposes, the English games is really what's there. And again, I like them for any level. Also, again, kids that maybe have a hard time writing. Your ECE kids would also benefit from this, because it's important to be able to speak, to be able to write. Now, whether you can actually have the physical capability to do that, whether you have a learning disability or, possibly OHI, other health impairment, this really helps with that. And then it also, I just noticed, also has a science section, it looks like, science, technology, games, and then a math, and then, of course, back to English. So, a lot of great resources on this website, not just for reading, but also a whole lot of other subjects as well. So that is the first one for Web 2.0. So I hope you enjoyed my little video about this website. And I'll see you on for my second website.